Hi, guys. So, funny story. I've been broadcasting for 20 minutes, but something got messed up. So, I'm here now. In like the post, I'll just cut all the stuff that I already said because it was recording, but it wasn't actually broadcasting. So, hello. This is PunKrap, etc. on Gov's Radio. I'm MJ, and this is my second show of the week, show ever. This show broadcasts on what did I say? On Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. We'll see. But now that we're broadcasting, I already kind of did like my whole thing for the first 30 minutes that I was here. However, we're here now. So in general, I'll just kind of repeat my spiel. I will do different types of shows on PunKrap. I will do like album reviews, which I did last week, and then I will also do live acoustic music with bands that I know, and that will be coming up soon on here. And then for other shows, I will be doing, like today, a sketchbook drawing. So actually, let me put on my headphones so I can hear that I'm speaking. I will be doing like sketchbook drawings for gigs that I've been to, and what I kind of showed at the beginning was that I have been to a fair share of concerts throughout my years. Let me show you via the other view of this camera. So essentially, I have been to, at this point in time, 128 concerts in my short life. I'm 22. And basically, I have always thought about doing like a, like a sketchbook about these like concerts. So doing like sketchbook pages. And I know a lot of people do like live sketchbook drawings, but I always felt like really nervous about that. So I've been to my fair share of concerts, as you can see from my very long list here, and these are ones I'm going to this year. And now that it's kind of like my job, like I go and I do concert photography, I have amassed a lot of concerts specifically within the last year, actually. Out of the 128 of them, 47 of them were within the last year, within all of 2019. And I love going, and I am also an artist, and I thought, like, what better way to commemorate, the experiences I've had at concerts by doing a sketchbook page or sketchbook for them. So I'm all set up here with, like, all of my different materials, and I'm going to start off with the first concert I ever went to, which was July 16th in 2004, seeing Hilary Duff in Bryant Park. And I already started my sketch because, again, I was broadcasting, thought I was broadcasting for much longer than I actually was running. However, here we are. So I started off doing a sketch basically with this. Actually, I'm going to go back and say I suggest to you that you go and listen to music at the same time as you are hearing this, me speak and do the sketching. Listen specifically to Hilary Duff's Metamorphosis, and you will know exactly how I felt or what I was hearing at this concert. And I have 2 headphones on because I'm also going to be listening to her music while we draw. So, but I can't play it for you because of copyright. So I started off doing my sketch already because I was describing the fact that my father, I originally started like watching Lizzie McGuire when I was a kid, and I didn't realize that like Lizzie McGuire was a different person from Hilary Duff. I didn't know that like she was an actor, and so Hilary Duff herself was doing a show in Bryant Park for like Good Morning America or something along those lines, and basically my father woke me up like hella early so we could go to this concert together, and I have like vivid memories of him like opening the door and just telling me to go and get my like Lizzie McGuire shirt and wear it, and that's what I kind of was sketching out to begin with. So that's where we're going with this sketch, and I was drawing. There's like 3 main parts of this I kind of want to get into this sketch, which is like me as a tiny child, like my father busting in this freaking shirt, and then like the concert venue itself. Because honestly, at this point in time, after this being 15 years ago, I really don't remember what she played or like her performance or anything. So as we get into the later ones, I can tell you that. But because this was so long ago, all I remember is like little details. So that's what's going to be fun about this experience too, is that like I'm going to be kind of like heavily making the decision to reflect on certain parts of my life that I really haven't thought about in such a long time because I don't need to. But this was something that I definitely do remember. And I was explaining originally when I thought I was broadcasting that I don't necessarily want to make all of these like so direct. I might make some of them a lot more abstract and just like how I was feeling when I went to the concert. But for this one specifically, I just have vivid memories of like, you know, these specific icons in my head. So that's what we're going to be basing this off of. Right now I'm drawing like the little like the shirt that I had. And I was saying that I don't really talk when I draw most of the time. So this is going to be a lot of fun to try and do at the same time. I kind of fade off just like I did right there. She was like this, and then I had like the Lizzie McGuire logo up here somewhere. Or it said something like dumb and like kitty, where it's like school is cool, like something like that. But we're just going to go with Lizzie McGuire because, or maybe, I don't remember it exactly, but I know it had like some kind of like those like weird little flowers that she used to have from like the video game. I don't think it said Lizzie McGuire. It might have, but it was like really small. Like over here. Lizzie McGuire. And I was like the 7-year-old dumbass who like didn't know that Lizzie McGuire was different than Hilary Duff. So I don't know how to spell McGuire. Oh, there we go. I would keep wanting to sing out loud and then realizing that you can't hear. And I don't want anyone to hear me sing, so it's my little ponytail. It's my father telling me to wear this. It's going to be silhouetted when we draw it for the final. But it's going to be me in like a large mass of blankets being confused as to why I'm being woken up. And the reason I kind of am doing this, I mentioned it before, but like I love watching people kind of create, as well as I've been thinking about doing this for a really long time, and then just never like had the time or the thought to like, or energy to do it. And now I'm forcing myself to forcing myself to do something I actually have wanted to do for a really long time. So I remember actually vividly that while this was happening, some parent was like looking for their kid and they like couldn't find him, so they kept like announcing his name over the loudspeaker. Why is that something I specifically remember? I don't know. I'm trying to do as much of this from memory as I possibly can because I could look up what Bryant Park looked like, but I'd rather just try to take it out of my like 7-year-old's mind that remembers this. So again, I would talk about like the meaning behind like the music that I was listening to for ones when we get further along. But for the earlier ones, I think they're just going to be based off of like what I can actually remember, like childhood nostalgia type stuff. Because I genuinely couldn't tell you what she sang, like at all. She only had one album out and then one coming up. So I think that like she would have performed songs from both of them. It was Metamorphosis and then her self-titled album. Which was awesome. I continued to listen to her for years and years. But there were like all these fucking people. There were so many people there because it was a Good Morning America show and it was hella early. I'm going to put a little clock on the wall because it was ridiculously early. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's not where the 3 goes on the clock, but you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, as 7-year-olds do. My clock back then was like pink. Everything was fucking pink. As it do be, you know. So I remember because we recorded it on my TV, that my dad, because he's so tall, he took me onto his shoulders. We were like pretty close, to be honest with you. There were also these screens on the side where you could see her, and I remember looking at those a lot. I remember being confused about a lot of her lyrics and then hearing them out loud. Because when you're a kid, like, you don't get a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of reflecting recently on, like, my thoughts as a kid and, like, the things I thought that weren't necessarily true. But I was sitting on my dad's shoulders because I couldn't see anything. And then when we watched the video afterwards of the actual concert, you could see me, like, on the back of my father listening to this. I don't think my hair looked like this at this time, to be honest with you, but that's what I think it did. So that's me on my dad's shoulders, my little feet. Hold on, I'm going to erase part of my dad so I can put me in there. It's funny, I'm listening to the album right now, and I can tell you, like, I can sing the lyrics, even though it's been, like, years and years. There are all these fucking heads, all these people. I couldn't even tell you what she was like, what she looked like at that point. We're going to make her, like, kind of abstract. She just this massive blonde hair and this, like, sparkly jacket. Leg, you know, she was singing. She was good. I don't know what the fuck was going on back here, but I do have memories of my own face with my hands on my dad's head. It's going to be an abstraction. And again, for other ones, like, I do want to do more abstract versions of this, like, that might just be based on feeling and not necessarily so, like, explicitly illustrative of, like, the actual moment. I had bangs because I had bangs for forever when I was a kid. We'll deal with the face later. My dad's hair, in my mind, is always just spiky as a kid and long, but I was so excited. I was so excited to be there. That's all I remember. I don't remember her performing anything except for Why Not. And I remember just being so excited to be there. It was so hot, too, because it was, like, during the summer. Which is probably the only reason we could actually go, because otherwise I would have been in school. My dad must have taken off work, right? Like, that man had definitely had work to do. Me with my little feet. As 6-year-olds do. And yeah, I know that's scary right now, but it won't be, I swear. I also, like, I didn't come in here with a plan. I wanted this all to kind of be, like, abstract. I'm sorry, off the cusp, rather. I would have been pissed if someone in front of me, like, had a child on their shoulder, like a 6'2" man had a child on their shoulders. I would have been furious. If I'm in a concert now and that happens, I'd be like, hell no, get her off there. That's me being happy with being this concert. I don't know what I want to do for the mouth. I was excited, though. I know that. Little nose. Eyebrows. I'll erase a lot of this when I'm doing the color. I also just, like, haven't drawn in such a long time because I don't know, I got insecure. I've always been insecure about the way that I draw, even though it's, like, the thing that I do. It's funny, right? I don't know. I also say that a lot of things that I think are dumb a lot of the time, so who's to say? But that's not what my father looks like. My dad has what shape are my father's glasses? I think they're, like, round. They're gonna be. That's what he looks like. That's my dad. And he was just happy that I was happy. It's him. He's looking up at me. That's my dad's nose. All right. That's some good sketching. Oh, these were those screens. Remember, oh my God, the lyrics of, was it Why Not? I think it's Why Not. She says something at some point in time. Let me cue that so I can know what I'm talking about. It's all the way at the end, but I was saying before that when I would look at this as a kid, I was pissed that this earring faced forward and this earring was this way. I thought they were two different earrings at first, and now I know that they're not. But they also catered these lyrics for Disney, so they were different than when I actually heard the song. We're in Bryant Park. So walk a little slower and over at your right. See, the lyrics are different. A good thing's passing by. There will never be a sign, no flashing neon lights telling you to make your move, but when the time is right, so why not? It was good. I think I'm going to do this kind of in a more cartoony style because I want to mimic the Lizzie McGuire like comic. And she has like a kind of thin outline around her. That's too thick. The 3 was good. What do we want to do? Because I said before, I have Copics I haven't used in a long time. And then I have markers. I have pens. And then I also have Prismacolor colored pencils that I can use. So I know I want this to be a silhouette. So I'm going to use a thicker marker. My dad is not that large. And obviously he doesn't look like this. But I always kind of struggled with my style. Always still do. I mean, it's always a work in progress. But I've always struggled with my style. What I want to do, I want to make sure this doesn't bleed through. I think I'm going to have to make sure that when I do these, I pick like one page that bleeds through and then the other one can't. But I've always struggled with my style, and I think that this is going to be one of my ways of like just not giving a shit. Just doing what I want to do based on feeling, and then style develops from there, you know? My dad's silhouette is always going to have that spiky hair that he has. Give him some ears. But his hair does look like that. Has for years. And he's going to be his big hand. Gonna foreshorten this shit like nobody's business. Boop. This is him holding my shirt. It's a silhouette. And the door's gonna be in silhouette too. I'm gonna do that in Sharpie because I don't want to waste my microns. I just bought new microns. It's been so long since I've had some. I also tend to talk like a lot more flatly when I'm not aware that I should be speaking like a human, because when I'm drawing, I'm so focused in on like what I'm doing. What an awful tangent that is. I should have catered to that. There we go. It's better. But I sound like I'm dead because I don't think about the fact that I should be speaking. I'm only thinking about the fact that I should be drawing. That's why, like, during school, like, I couldn't work with other people unless they were also going to shut up. So this is me in my dark room. My father going, "We're going to go somewhere." And I was like, okay. I don't know where we're going, but I'm excited, I guess. Let's take the 3. Let's outline some stuff. This is my pink shirt. No, I want a thicker line than that. Microns, for anyone who's not an artist, are great because they give you very large differences in size for things. So, like, you could do something as small as... Let me get this rubber band off. Ugh. I'm also exhausted, so that's why I sound like this. All right. So I have a little variety of them, the ones I like. Graphic marker from Microns. I have like a 0.1. I'll show you what they look like. Hold on. So like this is like a nice graphic line. You can get some depth there, but then it can also be pointy if you want it to be. And then they come in different colors too, but I only have black. A 1 point or rather 05. The one before that was also the 01. This is a 005, which is teeny tiny. I love that one. A lot of like tattoo artists and stuff use these. Oh, this is the brush pen. Love him because he can be used for so many different things. And then this is a 0.2, just a little thicker. I would have done these in order, but I didn't think about it. This is a 03. And then I think I have a 04. No, 08. Damn, I don't have anything in between. Sad. Okay, I think I like this one the best for this because it's a little too thick. This is a little bit not too thick. So I think that might have been in 05. Yeah, okay. I like that for this. I haven't used microns in a hella long time. Oops. No one needs to know about that. And they have these like delicate little puffs on the end. I also thought that like Hilary Duff was like the most lyrical genius I've ever known in my life. Because I didn't know any better. All I was given at this point in my life was like my dad's rock and then like this. Because it was clean, you know, Disney friendly, etc. She still has some good stuff. Like I stand by her stuff being good. She had an album in 2007 called, I think, Dignity that was fucking awesome. Let me double check that. So I want you to be able to go and look it up if you want to. My friend Shannon just Snapchatted me. I hope that she Snapchatted me about my podcast. If she didn't, I'm going to be upset. No, she didn't. But Hilary Duff. She had, yeah. Dignity. This is a good album. Listen to this if you have the chance. Right now we're on Metamorphosis still. I'm listening to Love Just Is. This, The Math was a really good song. Sweet 16 was a really good song. And Metamorphosis is also really good. Big fans of all of those. Using the 0.05. And I have these little flowers on here. I had this video game when I was a kid from Lizzie McGuire. And they had like these little flowers in it. This was like her thing. This like green, orange, and pink color palette. Who decided that? Disney? I have no idea. Why they did it, I also don't know. But there's like very specific graphic typeface for her too though. So we're gonna take, I think I'm gonna take a smaller pen for this. And this by no means is a tutorial. She had like this cute cropped little hair. And this little bump in the back of her head. And this little face. And the like, oh, it's like eyes. And her eyes went over her hair, which always bugged the crap out of me as a child. These big ass eyes. She looks a little funny, but that's okay. And these little nose, and these like, it's like such a basic drawing. Little lips. That looks like Lizzie McGuire. And it's like the most basic, like, you know, lines. She only ever wore the same outfit, unless it was like for a bit. And she has fingers, but I'm not doing them because I don't care. It's my sketchbook. No one can tell me anything. This is her arm. I don't know where that ends. Wait, if you cross your arms, this goes in here. I don't know. It's a hand. It's an elbow. No one needs to know. See, all my secrets are being exposed because you guys can see me drawing. And she always wore flip-flops. Literally, as a child, I was so peeved at this because I was like, what the fuck? Isn't she cold? They're like these orange, like wedge flip-flops. For what reason, I do not know. But it was like this. And she had little toes. Hope you can, like, see. This is very small. Hello. And let's see. She had toes up there. Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to do. And these flowers again. We're going to color these like exactly how they are in the show because I think that's going to be great. I haven't done lining in a while, so this is going to be shit. This looks so fucking freaky. Okay. And Lizzie. I know she didn't cross the Z's. Wait, did she? Hold on. No, they didn't. Damn it. I'm upset. But they had dots over the I's. I can tell you that. I have my iPad set up over there so that I can reference. And this isn't going to be exact, but Lizzie McGuire. How the fuck do you spell that? Awful speller. Nice to meet you. I'm MJ. Okay. And I had this clock in my room. It was pink. See, that's the fun thing about this concert is that I don't remember the concert. I remember everything else about it. Why did that come out like that? I don't know. When you start a sketchbook, it always has this like lovely rift in the corner. I'm going to try and blend that out. I think I'm going to ball out and change directions for a hot sec. Oh my god, did this dry out? Sad. Yeah. It's not gonna need to be black. Yeah. I don't know if I want that to be pink eventually, but at least it's not crappy. Okay. And let's get a smaller micron. 12, 6, I don't know, 3, 9. That's all I got. And then dots in between. Because that's what I remember from this clock. And it was like hella early. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, what the fuck? As 7-year-olds do. I had my fucking scrunchie. Like it was the 90s. And my like one curl. Yeah, I want to be able to bring in like paints and shit eventually. But today, this is what I had. Here are my bangs. So I had them for forever. And here's another curl. I'm listening to this song called Sweet 16 by Hilary Duff right now. And I used to sing this like I was 16. I wasn't. Here's my little nose. I never draw like this. And I'm going to see what I want to do for my eyes. Because I was like, what the fuck? Why are you waking me up? Oh my god, what is this? I want to look, no, I don't want to look scared. I want to look happy. I don't know how to do that. Hold on. I already drew the nose, so I have to keep this. Okay. You know what's fun about being an artist is like looking at yourself in the mirror and just seeing what happy looks like. I want to kind of be like happy, excited. But like confused also because I was asleep, so I was like, what? Here's my little eyes. That's a child. I was like, what? No way. Holy shit. That's good. Whee. And my little blonde ass eyebrows that no one could ever see. But I did have eyelashes, tell you that. My eyes are blue, so I'm going to leave that. That's me as a tiny child, I guess. And I had these big puffy pillows as a kid that had princesses on them. Disney. Disney really be out here. I had like my little headboard. None of this is meant to be in perspective, by the way. This is meant to be like absolute shit fuckery. And okay, we'll move on to this. I also like want to move my head. I want to move my head closer, but I have to stay up here so that you can hear me in the mic. Next time I'll use the mic that can move places. And that's me being super fucking amped with my bangs. Boop, boop. And my fucking scrunchie. I remember the one song, I remember hearing Why Not. That's the one song I do remember actually being present for. This is me with my curls. I had the best hair as a kid. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, not even in like a I dyed my hair too many times type of way. In like a puberty just really fucking happened. I had ears. And I had these awesome little pink earrings that I fucking loved. I might not have had my ears pierced at that point, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but it's too late. We already drew it. My little nose. And my mouth. I was so excited. Here's me in my frilly ass shirt. And a collar. My little hand pointing to something, apparently, because I drew it originally, so we're going to keep it. And boop, boop, boop. Here's me. I always put my hand in my dad's hair if I was sitting on top of his shoulders. I don't know why, but it just felt comfortable. Put some of that. I don't know. I liked his hair. My dad wears like a lot of hair gel in his hair, so I always felt the need to put my hand in it. And this is his glasses. And to be honest with you, I'm not even like really looking for this to be like the best outcome, you know? I'm just looking to have something that I like took the time to reflect on. Sketching is hard in that aspect because I always feel such an immense pressure to get things quote unquote right. But there's not a right. It's just like what you want. Anyone can sketch, to be real with you. If you like ever just, I don't know how people like, you know, when people are like, oh, musicians get out, like, you know, people write about breakups or whatever. How do people who don't have like creative outlets like express their emotions? Honestly, I don't know what I would do if I like didn't, if I wasn't like a writer or like, cause I write, I do art. I don't know what I would do like with my emotions if I didn't do either of those two things. Do you just like bottle it up until you die? Answer below. I had these fucking shoes. I don't even know what I would have worn back then. I probably had shorts on, actually, knowing that it was summer. They were probably purple. I bet money they were purple. I can't tell you, though. This was light pink. This was definitely purple. So then I had sneakers on. I don't know what they look like at all. And because I didn't get Converse until I was like old. Old, like within the last 4 years. And my dad's little arms. Let's give my dad a neck, shall we? How I'm sitting all the way up there, I don't know. We'll just pretend. His hair, spiky little hair. My dad has actually very great hair, and I never draw it correctly. Let's give him ears. Because he's like 50-something, and he's literally not even losing any of his hair. God bless him. Bodes well for me and my brother. I'll tell you what. And I'm going to change to a thicker micron. Because this is the stage. And the stages are always super complex and large. It's funny because I've been wearing these rings for so long that this just like hit this and I was like, oh, caught, and I like might fuck up my line. Then I'm like, oh, I'm so accustomed to like making sure that I know that that's going to get in the way. I'm on the song Metamorphosis, and I remember thinking that Hilary Duff was genuinely like a lyrical genius after listening to this. She like raps this little part of it. I literally was like, oh wow, that's like the singer of all singers. I still think Hilary Duff's a great musician, but she's definitely not like the end-all be-all. I still fuck with her stuff. I re-listened to that one album I was talking about before, like recently, and I was like, oh, I identify with this a lot more now that I'm like a real adult. There were probably drums and shit back here. I'll get to that. This was me in my bed. I'm wrapped up in blankets. That's what this is. It's like, what is happening here? Kind of want to add stars. So I used to have these glow stars in my room. On my ceiling. And I think that that gives a nice vibe. And then I think I want to do... This is the screen. And they had, like, her music videos playing. I want this to say, like, why not? Like, take a crazy chance. I would love to see Hillary Duff live now. Because I would be an adult. And I would know what's happening. I'm, like, thinking... recently I saw, like, David Archuleta has a concert. I was like, oh, fuck. I would go to it. We already got through one album. I just have an hour to color this. Oh, shit. Gotta move faster. We're on Inner Strength, which is also a really good song. I remember thinking that was super deep when I was a kid. Still is, but she must have been, like, I don't know, 16 when this was released. Maybe? She's, like, old now. Not old, but, like, an adult. I'm an adult. I gotta stop saying that. I think this tells a good story. I haven't worked on my, like, compositions in a while. I haven't drawn for myself in a while. I've worked digitally mostly, so this is kind of a trip to do. And legs go this way. They disappear into the crowd. And some fucker in front of us had this sign I was pissed about. It's my little butt. It's my father. And how do I show that that's, like, a person? There we go. Yeah, some guy had this big poster that he kept holding up, and I couldn't see anything. I was like, put it down. I think my dad asked him to at some point, and he was like, you're blocking everyone with your kid. And I was like, but I'm a child. You are an adult. And this is all just full of little heads. People in their heads. Hell yeah. We just got to Why Not on the playlist. This is full of people. And we were in a park. That's what this is. There's like shit over here too. There were so many people. I remember thinking just there were so many people. So many people. And here she is. That's Lizzie McGuire. I'm going to make her bigger. Because fuck it. We don't care about size here. This is probably what it looked like. So most concerts look like if they are built properly. With like their steel shit. Well, we're going to give her a spotlight. It was definitely daytime, and she 1,000% did not have a spotlight, but we're going to give her one anyway. Because I do not care. Because why not? It's a good line. I always thought about that one. It's, you always dress in yellow when you want to dress in gold. Bitch, you're right. Dress in gold if you want to dress in gold. I only dress in black. I'm wearing green pants today. I can't break that facade. Today I woke up. I'm like not super experimental with my makeup and stuff. Because honestly, I'm tired. And sometimes I don't have the time to think about it. And this morning I woke up and I was like, today I'm going to wear black lipstick. That's it. And I don't care. That's just what I want to do. And I did it. And here I am. Wearing black lipstick still today. I rarely do. I bought it years ago. And I don't wear it, like, ever. Because I feel too conscious. When I was in the city, I didn't. When I lived in the city. But now that I live on Long Island, I just don't want to, like, scare everyone, you know? I was in a coffee shop today for a couple of hours, and these tiny children kept passing me and looking at me, and I felt bad. Because I was like, whoops. Did I scare you? Sorry, tiny child. Okay. Liz McGuire is going to take up most of this page. I'm sorry, Hilary Duff. She's like, what does she look like? She was cool. She was fucking cool, I'll tell you that. She was blonde. I know that. I don't remember her taking up a lot of the stuff. She was wearing like silver, I think, which I thought was kind of funny for the song. So, alright, we ended that album. So let's go to Hilary Duff. This was a good album. This was a super good album. I would listen to this now. She went on tour maybe a year ago, and I literally couldn't go, and I was so upset. It was such a good, I don't know, I really like her music, to be honest with you. She was also like one of the Disney people who really didn't like kind of go off the rails. And not to say that that's a bad thing, like of other Disney people to like quote unquote go off the rails. I'm growing up in an environment like that must be incredibly toxic, and I can't make judgments because I'm not them. But like Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff really kind of stayed on I don't think really ever cannot think of any like scandals she had or like anything along those lines. She's still like making music and appearing in things. Not as often. I wonder what she's doing like on a day-to-day basis, but she seems to have like had a good run in Disney without like having too much toxic shit hit her. Just like good for her. It's gonna be a really fucked up version of Hilary Duff, which is fine. Is this the skinny one? Yeah. All I remember is her hair. She had these bangs like me, and I thought it was cool because I hated my bangs. That's her little face. I know she's holding the microphone in this hand, but that's okay. That's her. I couldn't tell you what she was wearing. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot more fun when I can actually fucking remember what happened at the concerts. But for right now, this is what we're gonna do. You get it. She wore boots, I know that. They had heels. That's her, busting a move. Pants. I don't know. We'll figure that out in post. Okay, that's enough for the drawing portion. I should have brought a big eraser. I don't know if I want to label these specifically or if I want like the piece to speak for itself. I think it would be good to label them so that I know what they are. I'm just currently erasing all of the sketch part of this. I'm realizing that I didn't end the bed. This is the end of my bed. I'll just trail off. Oh no, actually we'll end it here. And then this comes down and kind of ends. I like this part actually a lot. I really like this part. I think it's cute. It's my dad looking at me while I'm having a good time at my concert. He started what he didn't know is going to be a huge obsession and asset to my career. Thanks, Dad. Didn't know. So what happened, okay, so back in the day, right? Picture me like a year ago trying to procrastinate, I don't know, doing something for school. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do right now. I should be doing so many things, but I don't want to. And I was like, okay, I'm thinking about the fact that like maybe I might be hitting my 100th concert sometime soon. And then I was like, I don't actually know that that's true. I have no idea. I have no way of knowing that. I literally have never even thought about how many I've been to. And so, hold on, I'm writing out Bryant Park. I sat my ass down and I literally thought of every concert I could have ever have been to. And I hope I'm right. Like, I'm pretty sure that I am at least very close to every concert I've ever been to. I have my whole list written out, and I know the ones like now, but when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I don't actually know that this is like 100% correct. But I think I'm pretty close. But I was like, what was my first one? I thought it was Neil Diamond, and I'm incorrect. It 1,000% was Hillary Duff. So now that we're here, I know I want it to go from like dark to light because that's the memories I have. That is not much lighter than the thing that I already had. Let's get something a little lighter than that. I wish Spotify had the ability to show video, because then I could show this on here too. Spotify's funny. I'm figuring out like the podcasting version of Spotify. This is like the exact color of this shirt that I remember. I feel like I should zoom you guys in a little bit more. Woo! Yeah, you can see it. Maybe you're scared to be right. Are these gonna bleed? Yeah, they might. Because microns aren't the best for working with other markers. Sometimes they'll bleed, and you can see it like there in the corners, but that's fine. We're going to use this marker a lot because this is like the exact perfect color of that shirt. It was like this. It had like some kind of like sparkly part, but I don't really have anything. I actually had glitter glue that I was going to bring with me, and then I didn't. I should have. I have to be wary of bleeds to the other side because marker does that. Oh, that was darker than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Gotta go with it. Blend that out a little bit. No, that side does not work. I've had these for a long time, and I haven't used them as often as I'd like. Yeah, let's blend that in there. I really never learned how to use them. I just kind of fuck around. Yeah, I think we're going to do shading on this one. Is something behind this? No. I actually didn't think this would take 2 hours. Here we are. It's already, we got 45 minutes left. Not that anyone's behind me, but if anyone else looked at this, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? That's what I like about Copic. You can layer them. So I'm trying to blend this out right now. A little darker. I'm going to make the collar of the shirt dark, so I know it was. And this too. Beep boop boop. I'm filling in right now the little frills. I don't know if I should put these up on Spotify because you can't really see what I'm doing. But at the same time, like, I'm still speaking about the concert. We'll see. I might just do it anyway. What's fun is to get your shit on Spotify, you have to put it on SoundCloud first so I can get, like, the link to the feed and then, like, link it through. I think it does it automatically. At least I would hope so. We'll find that out this round. I wanna make some strangers. I want my money back. Good album. I'm coloring this in right now. And I'm sorry if you can hear this shit outside. I cannot control that. It's very loud from in here. Also, I'm going to have to be aware that these episodes hurt my ears because I'm wearing 2 pairs of headphones. Let me erase a little bit of this. I think I want to put a sun in here somewhere. Do I want to do that? We'll wait. But I do want to add another star. I want these to look a little weird. Because they were up on my ceiling for so many years. I want like a darker... Yeah, I think we're going to stick to Copics for this round. Other ones I might just do like figure drawings and stuff. I might just watch videos of it. Yeah, we're going to make this dark. My room was yellow, actually, at the time. But it was a dark room, and I want these to be yellow, so... And it was dark because it was early in the morning. The LIRR was such a scary place when I was a kid. I was always nervous to go on it because my parents would always talk about like the city as if it was like this dirty place. And like, don't get me wrong, it is, but it definitely has its wonders. What song is this? It's a good song. Hideaway by Hilary Duff off her self-titled album. And we would always be told not to touch anything or like look at anyone, and we always go in and we'd get right out. So it always made me nervous. I was always nervous of the city. So I thought it was scary. And it can be, depending on where you are and what you're doing and who you're with and what time it is. But at the same time, there are parts of it that are beautiful and wonderful, and I've loved living there. I lived there for 4 years. I'm absolutely itching to get back. Just coloring this in right now. I might come in with some Prismacolors afterwards. I used to be super big into both of these too. I've had these probably for like 6 years now. I used to be super into both of these mediums, and then you go to art school and they're like, fuck your high school bullshit. We don't want you to be using these materials. And I'm like, what? Why? They work. I'm good at it. And you can use them, but not as much as you can use like paint and charcoal and stuff. It's kind of frowned upon. But some people are really good at it. Alright, I'm going to leave that little section up there kind of ambiently blank. Do I have a blender tool? No, I don't. Really? I guess I don't. Curious. Maybe I'm okay. I used to listen to these records on my little Hello Kitty boombox, which was the shit. So much music was listened to on those. Yeah, so I want this to be like yellow and purple and pink as a general color palette. I think that would look good. And that's what I'm kind of going for. It's good. I want to get some dimension in here at some point. But let me grab a darker color and do that. I'm going to listen back to this at some point and be like, what even was I speaking about? Because I genuinely am not listening to my own self. Because... Alright, let's blend that out. I didn't even finish that thought. Like, okay. I want to blend this into the rest of it. Because I want that to be blue. I want to blend that into the sky. And I'm sorry that on the audio version of this, you're just going to hear this awful scraping noise. Is this Mr. James Dean? No. Yeah, it is. This is such a good fucking song. It's Mr. James Dean by Hilary Duff. And it's a really good song. Highly recommend. Okay, so I'm blending out right now in the corner of this so that it looks smoother. down into the blue that I want the sky to be, which I think is going to be this one. Yeah, let's find out. That didn't help. Okay. Yeah, it is. Cool. And we're going to blend this up. Another James Dean. Okay. I have not used these in years. Nor have I, like, genuinely actually sat down and, like, done a sketchbook page. I have my own sketchbook, and I sketch all the time. I do faces and shit and whatever. Other ones of these, I might just focus in on, like, a song that really hit me at the concert. But again, as I've disclaimed, I don't really fucking remember what was actually played at this concert, because I was tiny. As you see in these drawings. Whoops. What kind of color is this? Oh, fuck. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Pfft. Yeah, that shit's dead. Okay. Good to know. But is the other side? No, wait. Yeah. Oh, the whole marker's dead. Okay. Let's throw it out when I'm done. Whoops. And that fell off the side. But we can still do this. There could be some clouds and shit. Yeah. Because I was like hella up in the sky. Whee! I also have a skin tones palette of this that I failed to bring with me. Which is fine. That looks good. And I want to darken up that corner. What's good about this too is that it keeps me to a 2-hour time limit, because I would absolutely go over it if I were not restricted. And I can go over it because no one's after me, but at the same time, you know, I'd like to get out of here at a certain time. That's a good song. Face to face. Okay. Yeah, it's a dark. Oh, I got into the stars. Whoops. We're going to color the stars. I think I want these to be, this is like a highlighter yellow. I don't know that I want to go that like far. I want to be able to test the colors, but I don't want to fuck up the sketchbook. Oh, Jesus, this is going like hella through. Whoops! Okay, next time I should put paper between these two. Do I have paper? I don't think so. There's napkins over there. No, at this point, whatever. Now we know that Copics do that. That's okay. Well, could I find a paper to go in between? There's napkins over there. Hold on one sec. I don't have a clue how to get off of it. Okay. Do I want to go? Oh, that's actually good, so I can test the colors too. I think I want it to be a little less. Yeah. Underneath this smile, my world is slowly caving in. All the while I'm hanging on, 'cause that is all I know. Could you be the one to save me from every bad habit that... I don't know what she says there at the end. It's a good song, though. Underneath this smile. I think that's good, and then we can boost it up. Yeah. I didn't want this to be pure, but I did want it to be a little bit brighter. I think I'm going to do that for the other ones, too. I kind of wanted this to show, like, a little bit more, like, emanating light, so I think I might put it on my face. This is a good color. Oops. It feels as if I'm naked while you're standing in the room. Okay. It's a good yellow. I don't know what yellow I should use for my hair. I think the calmer one, probably. This one. Yeah, it looks good. My hair was super golden as a child. But I want to put the highlights in first so that I don't forget. Because I want this to show off that like light was coming from the room. Over here. On the front of me and here. Gotta let it spill out a little bit on the back of the pillow. On the side of the headboard. Showing that the light is coming from here. And I think I want to keep these a little bit more bright. So I'm going to fill them in. Underneath this smile. Like over here, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. Yeah. And I think I might actually increase that just a little bit. Because I think you'd have a lot on there if you, you know, actually had this coming out on you. This funny little shirt. Okay. Lizzie's hair is like a hella violent yellow, so I might just go in. Whoops. Fill that in. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Her eyebrows are jank on here, I'm sorry to the creators. And I have enough skin tone colors to survive. Oh, fuck. No, I don't. This might work. I'll prepare better next time. Oh, damn. A lot of these are dried out. I actually wouldn't have anticipated that. Eggshell? I guess it's a good thing everyone in this drawing is white because I would have been screwed. I have a good skin tones palette, just not with me. Because all my stuff is in storage, so it's very hard to get out. Let's color in the skin tones while we're here. That's all there is in this picture, and up here. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. My little hand. My father's about the same skin tone as I am. I went to all my concerts with my parents until I was like hella old. So I didn't realize that you could go to concerts by yourself. Oh, whoop. Color it in there. It's funny because I'm looking over and like on the screen, it actually looks really good. When you're so close to something too, it makes it hard for you to appreciate it a lot of the times, which I think is true about people and them thinking about themselves as well. Like you're with you all the time, so you might not think that you're great, but other people might think that you are. Or like you might think something about yourself, but you don't get to see who you are as a person, but other people get to see you from outside. Let me grab a micron. And we're going to give us some more curls, because I like how that looks, actually. Whoop. Nice. And these aren't as straight as they could be, but that's pretty. And I think I'm going to do it here, too. Yeah, I like this, actually. I like this little section. This is my favorite part of it. I said that before, but... And this is the ridiculous, like, this is why you need a studio as an artist, because, like, all your shit is everywhere. Yeah. Sorry, I just received a Snapchat I did not expect to. Okay. I hope that my phone wasn't like anywhere near. Okay. This, I gotta think about what color I want to make that. I expected to open a Snapchat about my podcast. Did not happen. Okay. Coloring in my hair again. It's pretty accurate, I think. Oh, I entirely forgot that arm. Eggshell. Whoops. Goodbye. too. Boop. And I think, would my scrunchie have been purple to match my pants? Mayhaps. I think this is a good purple. Yeah. I definitely had pants this color. Mm-hmm. That was the shit. And I was in this pink shirt. Okay, well, it's a little darker than it was supposed to be, but that's okay. I think I would have had a scrunchie that matched my pants. I think that would have been the mood. Yeah. Fucker with the sign. I think if I were at night, I would have been wearing a different scrunchie color to show the change in time. Okay, and I'm blue-eyed, but I'm darker blue-eyed than that. Yo, this song, what am I listening to? Who's That Girl? I genuinely would sing this like as if someone had harmed me. And like, I was 7. No one had hurt me. Like, in a love way. At all, actually, probably. Did I have lipstick on as a 5-year-old? No. But in this world, yes, I do. Like, was I wearing eyeliner either? No. But here are my favorite pink earrings that I love so much. People are being loud outside. Hope everything's okay. I hear yelling, but I do not know what's happening. Maybe it's comedy. It sounds like a brawl. But I'm hoping that it is not. Okay, I think that was improv. Oh, sorry, I got really nervous for a second. Okay. My sheets would have been yellow at this point, but that doesn't really go with that aesthetic, so we're not doing that. We're going to say that they were purple, because I want them to be. I think I wanted the lighter purple for that. Maybe not. It's too late. Yeah, I think in post for the audio, I'm just going to cut out the sections I don't speak. We have half an hour. It's me, my purple bed. And I think we're going to blend that down also into the blue. I don't know if this one's the one I was working with. That's the good thing. That's the great thing about drawing is all of a sudden you're like, crap, what color was I using? I don't remember. I'm going to try and blend these into each other. What's funny, I hate it when people apologize. And yet I am like going to do it profusely here. Because I haven't used this stuff in a really long time. And I feel the need to disclaim that. But also, who cares? Shine, come on, let it shine. Here we go. We're going to make this a little darker. Yeah, that was a good idea, actually. Moving this down here so it doesn't go through as much. Okay. It's me in my little bed. Wear this shirt. We're going to break out now the like last colors that we haven't used, which are the orange and the green, because those were like the 2 main colors of these flowers. Who picked that? I don't know. Ask Disney. Lizzie McGuire was actually like a really... I remember loving that show like very, very much. I don't know if it was because of like the plot. The fucking movie was so good. Like, objectively so good. I would go back and watch it again today. Sing to me, Paolo. This is like the exact green that they used in the actual show. It's like very similar, actually. We'll leave that pink. I think that should be green. And this is also going to be green. And can I get rid of that? I don't think I use it anywhere else. And then this like violent ass pink color. Yeah, no, it's dried out. Okay. I don't know what made certain ones dry out and not others. Okay, that one's also dead. I'll pick that up, don't worry. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's like not ideal, but it's better than what we had before. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty accurate to the shirt that I owned. And then she was wearing like this magenta shirt. I love Lizzie McGuire. It was such a good show. I think that it helped like that Hilary Duff was just such like a nice, like good person to watch, like a pretty good influence as like a person. No, I love this color. I'm so mad that that dried out. I'll have to go back and like, oh frick, look at that. It blew out. Damn, I would have loved for that to have been useful. We're gonna force that for just this section. Actually, hold on. That doesn't work anymore, but these do. Break that out for this. Yeah, that's exactly the blue that I'm talking about. That's why you bring more than one tool, kids. This is like exactly the blue color that they use in the show. She always wore this outfit, but what bothered me is that in the show, she never wore this outfit. Like, as an actual human being, like Hilary Duff herself never wore this outfit. And I was always like, where's that outfit, though? Like, and I'm going to use this green somewhere in here. Oh, no. I'm going to get this green on there because it was in a park, and that's, like, mainly what I remember. And then the page next to this is going to be funny because it's going to be Neil Diamond, because that was my second concert ever. And that was also so much fun. That I remember. Oh, actually, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to draw for that one next week. Or not next week, but the week after that. I'm going to try and disperse these out as much as possible because I don't really know. I think it really depends on the week. Like, for me, like, this kind of thing doesn't really take a lot of time to plan. But the album reviews, like, genuinely do take a lot of time to, like, think out and, like, research. So I think it depends on the week as to what I'm actually going to do. And how much time that I have to, like, accomplish it in. Listen, do I know grass isn't this big? Yeah, but we're going to do it anyway. I know exactly what I'm doing for this, actually. And what's fun is that me being so young, like, I can play off of that for the next ones. Should I put these back in the box? Yeah, but am I going to? Absolutely not. I had this princess pillow that also was pink, the same color as my Lizzie McGuire shirt. And there'd be like, bow, bow, bow. Pew, pew, pew. Love that thing. I wish I still had this. I wouldn't wear it, but like, it'd be cool to see. And give her some blonde hair. Anyway, yeah, it was such a good show. I think they're doing a reboot, and I will absolutely watch the ever-loving crap out of it. I love that show. I love Disney in general. Actually, you know what? I don't think it was like Disney specific. I think it just like was the characters and stuff. I'm gonna use gray because I think she had a sparkly gray top on, and I don't have a gray marker. And what kind of pants do we want to give her? I genuinely don't remember what she was wearing, but we're gonna say, I'll wait on that. But my dad's hair is black. I say black. He says brown. We'll appease him and make it dark brown. Damn it. And I can't throw these out because I have to make sure that I know which ones are the ones that are dried out so that I can buy them later. Tends to be like, oh, Jesus. Ooh, but we have gold. Does that work? Yeah, it does. I guess those are going to be your pants now. That's an awful color palette. Her hair. Oh, Jesus. All right, so we're not going to make her top gray. We're going to change it all. I think we actually just might make her pants black. The hair shouldn't have been like that, but here we are. I know my dad was so proud of getting like the ability for us to go to this. I was so happy. I don't want this to be like entirely dark, but I know the crowd was like not. You know what? We're gonna make the crowd pink. Fuck it. It's our world. No one can tell me that I can't do that. Except me. The crowd's gonna be pink. Because, in my mind, it is. Because also, like, with people and stuff, you know, whatever color. Oh no, there's like blue in this. That doesn't let me stand out then, but that's okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just do colored pencil next week. Who's to say? What color would my dad have been wearing? Probably green. But that dark green is... Oh no, actually the dark green works. Dad's gonna wear green. It feels good to create without a specific goal in mind. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, that sounded fucking sad. Listening to the music actually is funny because oh God. I remember listening to this and being so emotional about it. I had never experienced anything along the lines of what this music was like saying, but I felt it, you know? A lot of the music that I used to listen to as a kid that I've tried to re-listen to now is really stuff I can identify with now but don't know how I did as a child. I want to do some album reviews of some stuff that I listened to as a kid. I think that would be fun. I was going to do, actually, funny enough, Nickelback said that they are going on a reunion tour. Not reunion tour, but tour of the album that I actually like had of theirs as a kid. And I'm going. Like, don't put it past me. I'm going to the concert. 'Cause that sounds like fun. And do we want to give her like a little beam of light? Obviously, I'm going to shade the crowd a little bit more, and then I'll make my decision. We have 15 minutes. Okay. It's a good amount of time. I'm going to make it fade from darker to lighter. All these fucking people. There were so many. I don't even think I'm going to blend it. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I love this part. What do I want to do back here? I'm going to take the darker of this, fill that in. Yeah, this is going to look good next to the page that it's next to, actually. I might skip pages in between because I know... Oh, you know what I might do? I have a bunch of, like, concert bracelets, like this one. This is from the Mercury Lounge last night. I shot a show for Trevor Daniel for Alamo Records. I freelance for them. And I always, like, wait, and I, like, try to get them off in one go. So I, like, wait a day for them to get a little looser. Yeah, there we go. I've been successful in almost all of them. And so I've kept all of these from most of the concerts I've been to since I've been 21, because they only give them to you if you're 21. And I think that I could use the in-betweens, like the pages that are like the backs of things, like this. And I could put my little, because I don't know which ones they're from. I could put these in there as like little placeholders. That actually might be a good idea. Okay. What do I want to do? What color is this? This is, okay, no, not that. I think this kind of matches the top. Maybe we're going to put her in the spotlight. Yeah. She deserves a spotlight. I don't even care if she had one then. She deserves one. Hilary Duff. And we're going to give little spotlights to the crowd. I know it was daytime. I don't care. No one asked you. And it was on TV the next day. I think I'm going to take this. We recorded it, actually, and we got to see me in the crowd. I thought that was so cool. The world seemed so small back then. Or actually, rather, I felt so small. The world seems so big. It still feels big. But less so, because I think things feel more attainable when you're not a kid. I want this to stand out, but I also don't want this whole thing to be dark. Maybe like a dark pink. I want this to like feel pink. I should have made that pink up there, because I felt so pink that day. Why am I saying it like that? I don't know. But I don't even know what the rest of her band look like. Sorry, at Hilary Duff's band. I genuinely don't know what you look like. We'll pull it down all the way to the edge. And yeah, why not pull in a color I haven't used this whole time? Dark red. I thought it wasn't going to work, actually. Weird. Well, that looks pretty good to me. I think I want to do something in the crowd more. Maybe take some of this and add in like darker in the front. Oh, that's darker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know where the color is that I want, that I think I should have. It's this one. This one? Maybe it's this one? I have no idea. No. That's the background. Well, we can make that a little darker. I want this. It was like the epitome of life. I was so excited to be on TV. And yeah, that's what I wanted. Good. I think I want to take this and make some dots. Honestly, that feels right. I've wanted it to be a little lighter than I think it is, but at the same time, I think that feels right. Yeah, I think that feels right. If you came in here late, this is me. Oh, what happened there? Oops. Oh no, I meant to do that. Yeah, there we go. If you came in late, this is my experience at the Hilary Duff concert, 2004, Bryant Park. And the storyline is that my dad woke me up really early in the morning, 3 a.m. And I had to wake up, and he said, wear this shirt. He said, wear the Lizzie McGuire shirt. And I said, okay. And I didn't realize that Lizzie McGuire and Hilary Duff were two different people. And I went, and it was so much fun, and I got to stand on my dad's shoulders and got to see her perform live, and that was so much fun. And I've never been before to a concert. I was so amped to be there. I had no idea what was happening. And we actually, funny enough, we got closer because when we got in, like, they had, like, a police barricade. And then all of a sudden, like, we were in line, and then, like, we saw, like a thing open up, and my dad was like, mad dash, let's go. Like, no one's stopping us. So we went, like, and we got really, really close. Like, this, where we are here, is, like, imagine there's still, like, it goes all the way off the page. Like, that's how many people there were at this place. And I was astounded. I've never seen that many people before. It's crazy. What, are you kidding? For like a 6-year-old. So I think that's kind of what I want to say. I think that's a good summation of what this concert was to me. I want to do a little, like, this is pink. Yeah. I remember it being a lot of fun. I remember it being one of my first memories, like, as a human being. I'd never been to a concert before. I didn't even know really what it was. I didn't even know that you could see people, like, in person, you know? Like, I never knew the concept. When you're a kid, no one necessarily, people explain things to you, but there are certain things that you don't think that you might not necessarily need to explain to a kid. And so I was never explained that, like, I don't know, eventually maybe I could see my people live. And the fact that now, like, I can, like, that's actually a real thing that I can do, is go and see people that I love live. It's such an unfathomable thing in my mind. And, like, you know, 5-year-old, 6-year-old me getting to reflect now as a, 22-year-old. Sorry for the little banging noise. I'm trying to put my Copics back in my thing. Getting to reflect on that is kind of cool. I don't know. I can definitely, like, remember parts of it, but I can't remember her performance, like, literally at all. I'm sorry, Hilary, that I don't know what songs you put on. I don't know what you were wearing. That's why you're so small on there. Yeah, I want to focus on the artists, I think, more than I did in this one, in, like, next time that I do, drawings like this, because I think that that's important. But again, I can't fucking remember. I was so young. I genuinely don't remember what she was wearing. I think that she was wearing some kind of, like, I think it was silver. But honestly, I don't know at this point. Like, I wonder if there are pictures, actually. I wonder if there are pictures. Hold on. This is the final. I should sign it, shouldn't I did this on one. Oh, I should get a smaller pen for that. 1/22/20, which is a crazy thought to think that even exists. So, let's see. Hilary Duff, Bryant Park. Nope. Bryant Park performance. No, I don't want her in the park. I want, like, her performance. Bryant Park. Good Morning America, maybe? Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so right. Holy crap, that is so funny. They're so right. I entirely forgot that. She was wearing that hat. Hey, I mean, that's close enough. Like, she was wearing that hat. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, wow, that's whack. I would never have imagined. What year was this? 2004. Yeah, okay, crazy. Good to know. Can we give her that hat? Hold up, real quick. I'm going to give her the hat. What is this? I want like a smaller brush. This is 0.8. It's too thick. No, that's too small. Last minute details is giving Hillary Duff that hat. Yeah. And like a red or whatever. Pink. Yeah. Yes, she did. Oh, yes. That was that hat. Yeah. There we go. All right. That, I think, honestly tops off the whole thing. Is just being, like, incredibly historically accurate, you know? So, that's this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to PunKrap this week. I'm MJ. This was a lovely time to get to spend drawing something. I'm so excited to do the next one. I have an idea about that, actually, which I'm super amped about. So, thank you so much for joining me in this drawing journey. And I will put this up on Spotify, but I will definitely get rid of the parts that make no sense, which is like me just drawing and not speaking. But final result. Next week, I think I'm going to do an album review again because I'd like to go maybe every other week and then, put in the live music performances, like whenever applicable. So, yeah, that's this week. I'll change the camera so I can properly say goodbye to you. Hello. And this is my final for this week. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm figuring it out. We're on GoPros and I get to like move them around and stuff, which is kind of neat. So thank you so much for joining me on PunKrap, etc. on Gov's Comedy Club Radio. I will be back next week at 9 p.m. doing an album review of what? I don't know yet, but you will find out. And that's it. Make sure to direct your friends to the Spotify if they want to listen to this afterwards, or govsradio.com, or our Facebook, or our YouTube, all of which this streams to. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.